With her beautiful voice, Keiairra Travis was just 2 days shy of her 26th birthday. Now, her family is holding flowers and planning memorials.
I'm broken, like I'm literally missing my other half. That's literally how I'm feeling.
Early Saturday morning, Kierra and her sisters were celebrating their birthday weekend at Prime Social near 76th and Good Hope.
We went out to the front, we saw ambulances and police, and immediately my heart just began like racing. What kind of human being, they'll just stop to check, like that's somebody's life, and to be taken just so soon and just so quickly, it's sad.
Right now she's in a morgue, froze in a morgue because of an idiot under the wheel.
And we want justice for our daughter. Keiairra was a beautiful person. She didn't deserve to die in the middle of a street like a hog.
She had her outfit picked out, cake ordered, her twin sister by her side. 26 was supposed to be her year. The business was growing, the music was hitting, everything was finally coming together. But Keiairra Travis never made it to her actual birthday. 2 days. That's all she needed. 2 more days. Welcome to Unheard Cries TV. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future uploads. Keiairra Travis, better known by her stage name Kari, had everything it took to make it. Smart, gorgeous, and creative in ways that made you stop and pay attention. She was Milwaukee's quiet promise that something beautiful could still grow even when the odds were stacked against you. Comedy, music, writing, whatever she touched, she made it her own. She wasn't just some local talent trying to get noticed. She was building something real. But Milwaukee, like a lot of cities that don't get enough shine, has a way of cutting dreams short. Her rise ended the same night she was supposed to be celebrating. A night that should have been about life, about joy, about reaching another year, not about what it became. Born before her twin sister, Kierra was the second youngest of 7 kids. Right there, you already know she came into this world ready to fight for her space, for attention, for her own identity in a house that was already full of voices and personalities.
Back.
Happy Father's Day, Daddy.
Thank you, baby.
Let you know I'm real, nigga, standing with your homie, so I guess it make you feel bigger. But I got a surprise for that ass. I got my
She was born in Chicago, but her family eventually packed up everything and moved to Milwaukee. That move probably felt like trading one kind of struggle for another. Chicago had the reputation, Milwaukee had the illusion of being safer. But safe is relative when you're Black in America. Growing up, Kierra was drawn to music that told the truth. Heartbreak songs, confessions that hit you in your chest. Women who knew how to turn pain into something powerful.
Story of my life, searching for the right, but it keeps avoiding me. Sorrow in my soul, cause it seems I won't. Really lost my company. He's more than a man, and this is more than love. The reason that this sky is blue. The clouds are rolling in, and cause I'm gone again, and to him I just can't be true. And I know that he knows I'm unfaithful, and it kills him inside to know that I am happy with some other guy. I can see him dying. I don't wanna do this anymore. Don't feel sorry for me. No, no, don't feel sorry, honey. But if I wanna do a lady a favor, here's what I want you to do. Just loan me $2. Oh, until the next time I see you.
In a neighborhood where everybody wanted to be heard, Kierra could actually sing. Not just Sunday service singing, not karaoke night after a few drinks singing. Real, deep, gut-pulling singing. The kind of voice that sounds like it already lived 3 lifetimes before hitting 25. People in Milwaukee knew her name because talent like that doesn't stay hidden for long. Not even in a city that has a habit of losing its best too early. She went from doing covers at community events to writing and producing her own music. She wasn't chasing clout or trying to go viral for 15 minutes. She was building a legacy. Kierra wanted to make it, not halfway, not just Milwaukee famous. She wanted national recognition, the kind where people say, that's Kierra from Milwaukee, not, oh, she could have been something if things were different. And for a moment, it really looked like she might pull it off. Word started spreading. Local artists reached out. Online comedians wanted to collab. Community platforms like the Piano Room, which showcased Milwaukee talent in a setup that reminded folks of Showtime at the Apollo, gave her a stage. When she performed Kalani's Footsteps, the crowd wasn't ready. Her voice moved across that microphone like velvet and pain had a baby. It wasn't just singing, it was storytelling. And when the cameras rolled for her interview afterward, she was every bit the star she was becoming.
It's so serious, me, like I don't need you back. When all I can think about is us since I seen you last. I know I didn't have to walk away. All I had to do was ask for space. I'm telling you, be on your way. When I told you to fall back.
Humble, grateful, grounded in her faith, but you could see the hunger in her eyes. She talked about how she'd been into music since she was a kid, how her grandmother caught her singing in her room one day and busted in with a smile, and from that moment on, she knew what she was supposed to do. Kierra credited Mary J. and other R&B legends for shaping her sound, but her voice, raspy, raw, and melodic, had that Midwest ache to it. When they asked her about her style, she said she was versatile, R&B with a touch of hip-hop, emotion with edge. She didn't just want to make songs, she wanted to inspire people, especially her nieces and nephews who already looked up to her like she was a superstar. I want to be the start of something great, she said, and allow God to use me to open doors. And she did open doors, not just for herself, but for other people watching her carve out a lane in a city where dreams usually die before they even get off the ground. She became a little piece of hope, proof that maybe, just maybe, somebody from Milwaukee could actually make it out and make it big. But even dreamers need day jobs. While she was chasing the music, Kierra started her own business, a professional teeth whitening company. It was clean, catchy, and doing well. Friends and family supported her. Clients praised how professional she was, how good she made them feel. The business didn't just fund her music, it made her independent. And that's the kind of woman Milwaukee men love to underestimate and then resent later. Her TikTok was her digital diary. Funny, flirty, relatable, sometimes vulnerable. She joked about dating men who weren't on her level, finding humor in her own history of picking projects instead of partners. Her comedic timing was natural, effortless. The kind that makes people scroll through your whole page just to feel seen. You could tell she wasn't bitter about her past. She was just observant. Life was material, and she knew how to use it.
If nobody's gonna tell you, I'ma tell you. Don't you ever let a motherfucker move in your house who don't have nothing to lose. I'm telling you.
By 2025, Kierra was laser focused.
In the year 2025, so far, I done learned so many lessons. And one is, shut the fuck up. Don't be telling everybody everything. Everybody don't need to know everything about you. I don't give a fuck if they a friend, foe, bro. I don't care. Shut the fuck up. Them is not your friend. Nope. Hell no. Them is opportunists. That bitch only there to gain information from you, gang. That ain't your friend. And bitch, if you sucking on a dang-a-lang with your main thing, bitch, shut up. That bitch gonna be over there sucking that motherfucker that night. Let people be themselves. Just let them be. They fuck you over, that's on them. They fuck you over, they fuck themselves over, okay? The woman in you doesn't want to meet you. just because you steady let the shit slide. You ain't standing on business. I wouldn't want to be you either.
She'd been through enough to know that not everyone in your corner is actually rooting for you. She was cutting off dead weight, tightening her circle, sharpening her vision, and putting herself first. That rare decision that for women like her often becomes the beginning of the end. She was performing more, spending time with family, staying committed to her plan. Grow the business, grow the music, grow the brand. Everything was aligning. Then came October, the month that was supposed to be about celebration. Kierra and her twin, Keiairra, shared a birthday, October 13th. The year before, they celebrated their 25th in Mexico. Sun, laughter, beaches, drinks, dancing, the kind of carefree joy that only twins really understand. It was a memory they both held on to. That trip was everything. This year, for their 26th, they decided to keep it local. Stay in Milwaukee, hit the city, celebrate at the new spot everyone was talking about. Prom Social, the freshly opened club near 76th and Good Hope Road. It was supposed to be a vibe, and for most of the night it was. The twins showed up looking stunning, radiant, confident, alive. The drinks flowed, the laughter echoed, the music hit just right. They danced, sang, posed for pictures, soaked in that birthday energy that makes you feel untouchable, like nothing in the world can reach you. But Milwaukee has a way of reminding people that joy doesn't last forever. As the night ended, Kierra said her goodbyes, hugged her friends, took her last pictures, and headed to her car. That walk, short, routine, harmless, turned out to be the most dangerous thing she ever did. Around 1 a.m, a speeding vehicle tore down 76th Street. Witnesses say she was crossing the road when the car hit her. No screeching brakes, no attempt to slow down, just impact. The driver didn't stop, didn't check, didn't care, just kept going. When police arrived, Kierra was gone, 2 days before her 26th birthday. The same family that had been planning a birthday party woke up to something completely different. Chaos, flashing lights, sirens, police tape outside a club that was supposed to be a happy memory, not a crime scene, not a place where their daughter took her last breath. News crews showed up fast. They always do when the story is tragic enough to get clicks.
And a hit-and-run crash kills a 25-year-old woman. A driver still on the loose tonight. Family identifies that victim at 76th and Good Hope as Keiairra Travis. As 12 News' Duke Carter reports, loved ones have a message for that driver still on the run tonight.
Family confirms that the victim involved in a fatal hit-and-run here near 76th and Good Hope as 25-year-old Keiairra Travis, and her family is now urging the driver responsible to come forward. It happened around 12:30 Saturday morning at the intersection of 76th and Good Hope on Milwaukee's far northwest side. Surveillance video 12 News obtained shows when police officers arrived on scene and blocked off the intersection. Police say a pedestrian, identified by family as Keiairra Travis, was trying to cross 76th Street when an unknown vehicle speeding southbound hit and killed her. The driver of the vehicle fled the scene. Now, friends and family say Travis loved music and singing. Loved ones not interested in talking on camera as they grieve, but in a message, they pleaded for the driver to, quote, "Please turn yourself in. You didn't even stop to check and see if she was okay or not." Meanwhile, police have not released any details about the car. Milwaukee police are still looking for the driver responsible for this incident. Reporting in Milwaukee, Duke Carter, WISN 12 News.
And again, police have not arrested that driver. If you have information, Milwaukee police ask you to call them.
Surveillance footage showed officers arriving, blocking off the intersection, standing around what used to be a woman with dreams and a future and a voice that could fill a room. Now she was just a body under a white sheet. Evidence, a case number. Friends and family weren't interested in talking to cameras while they were drowning in grief, but they sent out a message anyway, one that hit harder than any interview could. Please turn yourself in. You didn't even stop to check and see if she was okay or not. That line right there. That's the part that breaks you. The driver didn't even have the decency to stop, didn't call 911, didn't try to help, just left her there like she was nothing, like her life didn't matter, like she was roadkill instead of somebody's daughter, somebody's sister, somebody's twin. Milwaukee police said they were actively searching for the driver and the vehicle involved, but they didn't release any details. No make, no model, no color. Nothing. Just the usual investigation is ongoing statement that makes families feel like they're screaming into a void. But then by Monday there was movement. Police announced that a vehicle had been recovered and a 34-year-old man had been arrested in connection to the hit and run. A small piece of relief in a story that never should have existed in the first place. Still, an arrest doesn't bring her back. It doesn't undo what happened. It doesn't give her family the birthday celebration they were supposed to have. With her beautiful voice silenced, Kierra Travis was just 2 days away from turning 26. Now her family wasn't planning parties. They were planning memorials, holding flowers instead of champagne glasses, writing eulogies instead of birthday toasts. Keiairra, her twin, spoke through tears that wouldn't stop falling.
I'm broken, like I'm literally missing my other half. That's literally how I'm feeling.
And that's the thing about twins. It's not just losing a sibling. It's losing the person who shared your first breath, your first heartbeat, your whole existence. It's losing the only person in the world who knows what it's like to be you. Keiairra didn't just lose her sister, she lost her mirror. Early that Saturday morning, Kierra and her sisters had been celebrating their birthday weekend at prom social, laughing, dancing, living. And then as Kierra was crossing 76th Street, a speeding vehicle hit her and drove away. She died at the scene. That's somebody's life. To be taken just so soon, just so quickly. It's sad. Kierra became the latest victim of a hit and run in Milwaukee. Another name, another case, another Black woman whose life got reduced to a statistic in a news cycle that'll fade in 72 hours. The family was stuck in a nightmare with no way out, frozen in grief because of somebody's reckless decision. Milwaukee police said their investigation was continuing as they worked to identify the suspect in the vehicle, but families don't care about timelines and procedures when they're trying to figure out how to bury someone who should still be alive.
And we want justice for our daughter. Keiairra was a beautiful person. She didn't deserve to die in the middle of a street like a hog.
Kierra was a beautiful person. She didn't deserve to die in the middle of a street. The pain in those words. You can hear it, feel it, taste it. No parent should ever have to say their child died in the street. No twin should have to celebrate a birthday alone. No city should be this comfortable with losing its people to preventable violence. The next day, instead of cutting cake and singing happy birthday, Keiairra organized a balloon release. About 50 people showed up. Friends, family, supporters, people who loved Kierra or just loved what she represented. Hope, talent, potential, all the things this world loves to destroy. They stood across from prom social, holding pink balloons, watching them drift into a sky that felt too bright for the moment. It wasn't just a vigil, it was her final performance. The applause came in the form of tears and silence. The balloons rose, the grief didn't. It was surreal, celebrating a birthday while mourning a body, grieving while remembering, singing her songs while crying over the fact that she'd never sing again. But that's the twisted reality of being young, Black, and alive in cities America forgot about. Joy and death are always double booked. You never get one without the other showing up uninvited. Now the family waits for justice, whatever that even means in a system that never delivers on time and rarely delivers at all. The man accused of killing her gets to breathe, eat, sleep, while her family gets to visit a cemetery, gets to stare at a headstone that has her name and 2 dates that are way too close together. Justice is slow, it's heavy, and most of the time it's only halfway done. Milwaukee will move on because cities always do. The club will reopen, the cars will keep speeding down 76th Street. Life will continue like Kierra never existed. And somewhere someone will scroll past her story, say that's crazy, and keep moving. Because that's how this country works. Tragedy becomes entertainment. Real death becomes a trending topic for a day, maybe 2 if the story is good enough. People will perform sympathy online, post broken heart emojis, share the news story, type RIP in the comments. But Kierra wasn't a hashtag, she wasn't a trending topic, she wasn't content for someone's feed. She was an artist, a businesswoman, a twin, a daughter, a niece, an aunt, a friend, a woman who had finally figured out who she wanted to be, who was finally stepping into her power before someone else decided her time was up. It's easy to romanticize stories like this. The young singer gone too soon, the candlelight vigils, the RIP Kierra hashtags that trended for 48 hours and then disappeared. But that kind of sympathy is lazy. It turns real trauma into poetry. It turns violence into something people can consume and forget. It makes death digestible. The truth is ugly, and we need to sit with that ugliness instead of trying to pretty it up with balloons and broken heart emojis. Kierra didn't die peacefully in her sleep, surrounded by loved ones. She didn't get to say goodbye, she died violently, suddenly, unfairly. because someone couldn't be bothered to stop. Her voice, her laughter, her grind, her dreams gone just like that. And for what? A drunk driver? A distracted texter? Someone who thought getting home fast was more important than another person's life? This wasn't an accident. Let me be clear about that. This was negligence dressed up as fate. This was someone making a choice, a series of choices, that ended with Kierra Travis dead in the street 2 days before her 26th birthday. What makes it worse, what really sits heavy in your chest, is that Kierra was the kind of woman this world should have protected. She was talented, independent, focused, full of faith and vision and drive. She wasn't out causing problems. She wasn't in the streets doing reckless things. She was out celebrating life, her life, the life she worked so hard to build, but in a city where crime and carelessness run side by side, where people treat human lives like they're optional. Even the innocent have expiration dates. Even the good ones don't make it home. Now her twin lives with half her heartbeat missing. Every birthday from here on out will be split between celebration and grief. Every milestone will have Kierra's absence sitting in the room like an uninvited guest. Keiairra will grow older, but Kierra will stay 25 forever. Frozen in time, frozen in potential, frozen in all the things she was supposed to become. Her parents live with the silence no song can fix. The house that used to echo with Kierra's voice practicing runs and writing lyrics is quiet now. That kind of quiet that's so loud it hurts. The kind that reminds you every single day that someone is missing. In Milwaukee, girl, Milwaukee will pretend to care until the next headline drops. Until the next tragedy gives people something new to post about. That's the dark joke of it all. How easily Black women's deaths get folded into the background noise of this country. How we turn real, bone-deep pain into brief outrage. How everyone screams for justice until it becomes inconvenient to keep saying her name. But her name should be said, Kierra Travis. Say it again, Kierra Travis. She wasn't disposable. She wasn't replaceable. She wasn't just another statistic in Milwaukee's growing list of preventable deaths. She was the soundtrack to her own survival story, and the city failed to let it play all the way through. Her life was melody. Her death was silence. And both deserve to be heard. Both deserve to be remembered. Not the sanitized social media version of remembrance, but the real raw truth of what was stolen. So here's the real tragedy that nobody wants to talk about. Kierra spent years perfecting her craft, sharpening her voice, building her business, planning her future, choosing herself, doing everything society tells young Black women to do, to make it, to be safe, to be successful. And it still wasn't enough. She still ended up on asphalt instead of on a stage. She still got her story cut short, not by her own choices, but by someone else's carelessness. No encore, no goodbye, no warning. Her voice lives on in the recordings she left behind. Her laughter lives in TikTok videos that people will stumble across and smile at, not knowing she's gone. Her energy lives in the stories people tell about her, the way she made them feel seen, heard, valued. But it's not enough. It will never be enough. Because we don't want recordings. We want Kierra. We want her here, alive, singing, building, growing, aging, thriving. We want her to turn 26 and 27 and 50 and 80. We want her to see her nieces and nephews grow up. We want her to drop that album she was working on. We want her to expand her business. We want her to live the life she fought so hard to create, but we don't get that. Her family doesn't get that. The world doesn't get that. Because someone decided in a split second of selfishness and recklessness that Kierra's life didn't matter enough to slow down, didn't matter enough to stop, didn't matter enough to face the consequences right there in that moment. And though her body may be gone, her echo remains. It haunts Milwaukee streets with the sound of everything she still had left to sing. Every note she never got to hit, every lyric she never got to write, every stage she never got to perform on, every dream she never got to live out. Moving on, this is what we're left with. A city that keeps losing its brightest before they ever get the chance to truly shine. A justice system that moves at the speed of bureaucracy while families drown in grief. A culture that loves Black women's talent but won't protect Black women's lives. And a community that has to keep saying names, holding vigils, releasing balloons, begging for change that never seems to come. Rest in power, Kierra Travis. Forever 25, forever loved, forever missed, forever more than what happened to you on that street. Forever the voice Milwaukee didn't deserve to lose. This has been Unheard Cries TV. If this story touched you, if Kierra's life mattered to you, don't just like and subscribe. Say her name, share her music, support her family. Demand better from your city. Demand accountability. Demand justice that actually means something. Because the only way we honor women like Kierra is by making sure their deaths aren't in vain. By making sure the next talented, beautiful, ambitious young woman gets to make it home, gets to blow out her birthday candles, gets to live long enough to become everything she was meant to be. Kierra deserved that, and so does every single woman watching this right now.
My love.
Letter to my ex, nigga. I really thought you was the best, nigga. You really pushed me to the edge, nigga. I wish I didn't even mess with you. I keep it pushing, yeah. I don't look back, yeah. Can't redo no tracks, yeah. I just fall back, yeah. I'm stating facts, yeah. You really lost me, yeah. I just can't believe you crossed me, yeah. I was dancing to a false beat, yeah. But I didn't know I was off beat, yeah. I keep it pushing, yeah. I don't look back, yeah. Can't redo no tracks, yeah. I just fall back, yeah. I'm stating facts, yeah. I'm a savage, not a savage, yeah. Add it up, do the mad bitch. You only get one chance with a bad bitch. You wasn't fucking with no motherfucking average. I keep it pushing, yeah. I don't look back, yeah. Can't redo no tracks, yeah. I just fall back, yeah. I'm stating facts, yeah. I'm stating facts, yeah. Letter to my ex, nigga. Now I bet you wish you was the next, nigga. Now you mad, I ain't flexing with you. Well, too bad you miss your blessing, nigga. Yeah, I keep it pushing, yeah. I don't look back, yeah. Can't redo no tracks, yeah. I just fall back, yeah. I'm stating facts, yeah. Yeah, now I'm mad you should've chose me, yeah. Falling out of love like a soul leak. Gave you chances to fix it, but you were so cheap. Now I'm sitting here wishing that you ain't know me, yeah. I keep it pushing, yeah. I don't look back, yeah. Can't redo no tracks, yeah. I just fall back, yeah. I'm stating facts, yeah. I'm stating facts, yeah. It's so serious, me act like I don't need you back. When all I can think about is us since I see you last. I know I didn't have to walk away. All I had to do was ask for space. I'm telling you, be on your way. When I told you to fall back, so can you come pick up your clothes? 'Cause I have them folded. Meet me at the door while it's still open. I know it's getting cold out, but it's not frozen. So come pick up your clothes, 'cause I have them folded. I let your body decide if it's good enough for you. Already folded for you, already folded for you. I let your body decide if it's good enough for you. Already folded for you, already folded for you. No matter what you do to switch this story up, I know I made my mark. And I will still choose you